Today we're going to plant out some of the more advanced little plants from our propagation that we did about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Today we're going to plant them out into their own individual little pots. You can see the size of the roots on them and the little plant there. So we're going to plant them out today. First up, we'll start off with sieving some soil, which I'll put into this sieve here. A couple of scoops of it first and break it down. And we'll rub it round. There's our soil down the bottom there, which is what we're looking for. I'll put this thick part back into the container and then finish off this last bit here. That should give us heaps of soil to plant our little plants out. We've got 10 of them to plant. We'll be using 2-inch plastic pots today, so I'll fill some of them up. We'll fill them up about 1/4 of an inch below the top because we're going to have to rest the plant with its mother leaf on it across the top. So I'll get the first batch of these done and then we'll start putting some plants in. Another one on there, and that is about right. So what we're going to do now, I'll make a little hole in the center there and we'll take one of our plants with its roots and put it on the top there and just pat down the soil around it. I'll put a little bit more on top to hold the leaf in place. The roots are now under the soil there. Right, we'll do a couple more of those and then we'll water them, then we'll get on to the next set. Nice long roots on that little plantlet there. Still plenty of nutrient in its mother leaf, so that'll last all right. And another one over here, this one's actually got larger roots on it. Pretty decent size. We'll put that in there, hold it in place. A little bit of soil on top to hold the leaf, because for the next few weeks at least these little plants are going to be taking nutrient out of the mother leaf while their roots are getting established in the ground. Got to go a bit deeper yet. One's using up nutrient in its mother, that's why it's bending up like that. Put some more soil over down there, and one last one, then we'll water the pots and we'll see what they look like. Right, hold that one there, put it down, put a little bit of soil on the top to hold the mother. There we are. Right, I'll get some water and then we'll water. Right, we'll put a little bit of water on each of these pots, let it sink in. I'll put it down there while it's sinking in. This guy's a little bit covered up. I'll pull some of that soil back a bit. That looks better. Soil's very dry and the water's just sitting on the top of it, but it will run in. I could have actually watered the soil before I put the plants in, which I think I'll do with the next lot. We've got another 5 to go. Just let those sit there and then I'll water the soil. Last one coming up. There we go. That'll be done now. Water's just starting to set in. So I'll put a little bit of water in this here, mix it up a little bit so it's not quite so damp. Then I'll put some into a couple of pots, pack it down a bit, and then we'll put some small plants on top of it. This looks like it might be a better option, the wet soil, I think. It'll certainly get some water onto the roots in a faster fashion than last lot did with the dry soil, though the water appears to be sinking in relatively well, but it'll take a while. They'll have to give that another couple of waterings to get that done. All right, back to our task. Open the soil up a little bit. Very healthy little plantlet there. Put that in about the middle, hold it, squeeze the soil around it. Once again, put a little bit on the top to hold the mother leaf into place. Another one, smaller roots. The little plant's about the same size, so we'll put it in there, rest it on top, a little bit to hold the mother down, and that looks alright. I'll put these over on the centre bench in a minute and give them another drink of water, but initially, here we go, the roots are under the soil. This mother plant leaf here won't last so long, and the nutrient in that is getting used up. But it won't matter because it won't be long before the roots start to pick up moisture out of the soil. That one's a tiny little one. I don't think we're going to need much of a hole for that guy. Very small roots. The plants are reasonable size, so we'll put him over there and hold that down for the moment. And the last one coming up now has got pretty good roots on it. You can see those roots there. They'll go in, tamp them down, being careful of the little plant. We don't want to drown that or bury it, and that's that. So I'll put the little plants into here now. You can see that the water's started to sink into the early ones. There's no water lying around on top. So I think they're all gone now, yes. So I'll put a little bit more water on each one and we'll allow it to settle in. These are the Copper Canyon plants that I'm propagating from leaves. You can see they're coming along rather nicely. Decent sized roots on quite a few of them. A bit dry at the moment, I haven't watered them today. It's been a couple of weeks. They're dragging lots of nutrient out of their mother leaves and they're looking pretty good. I would think that'd probably be another month or 6 weeks and I'll be planting them out, and there they are, all that batch there. There's a couple of smaller ones that are still coming along in another community pot, but these are the ones that are looking best so far.